Hello to all my amazing viewers and subscribers. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I just wanted to give you a quick reminder that from the week of June 19th through the 24th, I will not be conducting any private readings as I will be on vacation. And I will be answering emails, but please be patient as, I need my time to detox and enjoy myself as well. Also, some of you may have seen in my previous PSA video that I was not going to be around for the channel or private readings from like the beginning of July to the middle of August. That has since changed due to some choices I've made in my life and, listening to spirit and having faith. I'm going to be, around to help you guys. Yeah, Gemini season's all about making decisions and having a lot of choices. And I think you guys have seen that in the general readings. There's been a lot of choices that we all have been able to make, and a lot of them are great to choose from. But some limit our freedoms more than others. So I had to make that decision for myself as well. So I will be around, okay? So that means that Cancer season and Leo season get their readings, and that's very exciting. Again, guys, if you have any questions about my services, please email me before you book if you're confused. As well as if you want to add astrology to your soul reading, okay? Do not hit the book button because that pays for $40 instead of the $45. Like it says in the instructions, please contact me directly and I will send you a PayPal link for the appropriate amount. Thank you again to all of my clients and all of you guys for viewing. Like, this happened to seemingly happen overnight, and it's been extremely humbling to be able to deliver these messages to you guys and get the feedback that I've been getting. Like, it's an honor. I need you to know that I do this because this is just my truth. I do it because it's my truth. And the fact that in turn, it's so openly accepted, and then, I get to support my life and support the way that I deliver my truth, through this is just magnificent. So thank you all for being here. And now it's time for your reading. Hi, Taurus. So I'm going to talk to you guys while I shuffle a little bit because some of you think I forgot about you. I've been getting comments and emails saying, where's Taurus? Where's Taurus? So I want to let you know that I do apologize. Obviously, you guys were last because last month was your birthday. And honestly, first of all, I'm flattered that like people are waiting for my videos. Like, I can't believe I'm such a new YouTuber and people are already waiting for my videos. So thank you guys for wanting the messages so much that you reach out to me. But please know that, like you guys, I am very, very much human. And if I'm not making videos, it's genuinely because I can't. Whether it be because I, have other commitments that I have to attend to and therefore don't have the, time and space to conduct the readings. Or, I think it's important to remember, too, that reading, especially the way I read, I don't, other readers, I don't know what their process is. But, I'm a vessel. I mean, essentially, we're all vessels. So if my channel is not clear because of things that are personally happening in my own life and in my own spiritual path, then, in my opinion, it's not fair to you, the viewer, the client, for me to conduct a reading when I'm not a clear channel. And, just like you saw in the generals, Gemini season, June, astrologically, is very much about making choices, and some of those choices being made for us due to spirit's interference. I know some of you that are watching may have watched the Virgo video. Virgo got, at the end, like, for clarification, it was like Tower, this one, that one, 5 of Wands. And honestly, I had even trouble, like, deciphering it for all Virgos. Because I think that for every Virgo, the truth that was revealed to them was different. But, like, what I told them was, sometimes we have to have, you know, our tower crumble, you know, our preconceived notion crumble in life. And all that matters is that we choose love. And when I say choose love, I mean choose self-love and just follow our heart. And I told them, if you follow your heart, it doesn't matter what truth is revealed to you or what happens. You're going to know your truth and how you feel, you know, regardless. And I will tell you, I had 2 of those moments and a death in the family since I made the general videos for June, just to give y'all an idea, okay? And I don't say that to be, you know, like, oh, woe is me. Not at all. Just I want you guys to know that I am human. I am so human like you, and it doesn't matter how far you are on the spiritual path. This is funny. It doesn't matter how far you are on the spiritual path. Things will keep, you know, things are going to keep coming to you, and you're going to continue to have revelations, and you're going to continue to, you know, really get to know yourself through experiences. What changes, like, you know, like life doesn't get easier when you choose the spiritual path. What happens is, though, when those same chaotic or dramatic events, those jarring events happen, you know, consciously jarring, the more faith and trust you have in how you feel and what your intuition is saying, regardless of what is manifesting, is what makes it easier to traverse. It's not that the scenarios themselves get less painful or less dramatic necessarily, like, because you will always get revealed to you what you need to know. Like, in any way that's going to resonate with you the strongest. Like, besides the loss I had in my family, I also experienced 2 truths that from 2 different people that don't know each other, that don't even know each other exist, but it was in the same arena. Like, the truth that they revealed to me resonated in the same place within my being. You know, it was teaching me the same lesson twice. And I'm sure some of you have heard me say before, like, I believe that if a door closes, it's not our door. There's never any reason we have to jiggle a handle or, you know, force our entryway through to a path. And I have to remember that, you know what I mean? So now I'm double Virgo. So I have Mars in Taurus. So I'm patient and I can wait for my whatever, my manifestation or whatever. But I'm double Virgo. So I like to know what's coming. And I like to know why things happen. So learning faith for me has been a process, but a very worthy process. So like the things that got revealed to me, I swear on everything. I texted, when the 2 people were texting me at different times talking about like, oh, you know, I want to talk to you about something or whatever, just kind of being like off. Both people, prior to them revealing it to me, I contacted them and told them like, is it XYZ? And I said it out like, not even kind of, like I said the exact thing, and I got it both times. And they're people that I haven't been around, so they're people that came back from the past that wanted to tell me something. So I haven't even been involved with them. I don't follow them on social media. And I say that to say, like, regardless of the fact that, like, I basically predicted it in some capacity, like, it doesn't make it less painful because it's real. Like, once you say it and it's confirmed out here in this Virgo reality, this Taurus reality, right? Real reality, it can be undone. And that's why I work with the cycle of death, because when a new truth like the Tower comes through, how can we not die? You know what I mean? Because a part of ourself has died. A part of ourself, that our consciousness that believed a certain thing or felt it, but they didn't, you know, it wasn't shown yet. And now it's there. It's like in my opinion, any change that cannot be undone is a death. You know, something that is permanent. And a lot of times that happens in some capacity out of our control. Anything that involves other people can be a death because we can't control anyone outside of ourselves. So death does come in 3s, I guess. That's funny. And I feel like that's basically what these cards are talking about. The Justice and the 6 of Cups, right? And I'm obviously shuffling for you, Taurus, but I just think this message is relevant. There's always a reason why things don't, you know, happen till they happen. And look, bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. So not only is this your card, Taurus, but this is also the card of spiritual teachers, and kind of like, I look at this as the lessons. Like I've pulled this combination before, not with Justice, but with the Six of Cups and in the Hierophant, and it was like baffling me. Like it was my own personal reading, and it was maybe in November, December, and it was baffling me. I was like, what? Like, oh, like, you know, getting a lesson from childhood, like that's so basic, right? But like with the Justice card involved, it's like thou shalt be done. You know what I mean? Like from the Lord's Prayer. And I don't mean that to be like very Christian about it. It's just like, it's like the divine will shall be done regardless. And, this situation, this rectification of what's happening in your life, of the energy that is coming to light and getting revealed, and kind of like karma has been served. Not only is probably going to be someone from the past or someone that you've, known, for a long time, but it's going to ripple back to beliefs that you've held your entire life, most likely imprinted by your parents or your environment as a child. Because the lessons that come from the Hierophant, they can seem, if you read the description of this card, it sounds very dogmatic, and it sounds very like you have to follow a specific religion, or it's like, going to come from a book or come from an outside source that is religious. But that's not the case. Like, this is a divine lesson that we cannot avoid. Okay? And it's one that's necessary to advance ourselves on our path. It's something that really calls to question what you do believe. And I'm talking about the beliefs that you don't pay attention to, the ones that are subconscious, the ones that we act out without speaking on it, and until it's brought to light through the Justice card, okay? Before, all is made clear, he has a sword in his hand and the scales, right? Equality and justice for all, Is that from the Pledge of Allegiance? I hate the Pledge of Allegiance. Anyways, all will be revealed and the lesson will be learned. And I don't mean that in a way of like, to be like, oh, everything's out of your control, whatever, but there's just things we have to learn on this path, that's just the reality, like, and it can be shitty sometimes. But this is a huge ending. This is a huge ending, and this is what we work for. Are you ready for a whole new world? I was watching Aladdin the other night, and I sang that song prior to getting the opportunity to watch that movie in another Signs reading. I got to figure out which one. Probably there's cross-referencing in there. But anyways, are you ready to seize a whole new world, Taurus? Are you ready? Especially in love. Obviously, this is a love reading. And I'll be honest with you, my situations were also love-related. Matters of the heart, romantic type of situations. So, trust me. Trust me, guys. And by the way, I know this technically says June reading, but I forecast all my readings to be like, for the next 2 to 4 weeks. And I say 2 because some people are just ahead on the energetic wave, and it's gonna, things are gonna happen faster. It all depends on your personal energy. But this, in reality, would resonate, up until I do the next Taurus reading, which will probably be in like 3.5 weeks from now. I'm sorry, Taurus. I'm like so stuck on these cards right now. Like, I know I need to finish dealing your cards, but like when I pulled these cards in the center here for the present position, my heart got so heavy. I think the message I was talking about for you first, about what I'm experiencing or what I just experienced in my life, is what is going to come for you at the end of June. Like it's in the future position. So I almost don't even want to pull cards. I mean, I will, but I think a lot of you, especially those of you that have been in commitment, or even those of you who have been single, you've been fixated and like mentally stuck, like you not budging, true Taurus energy, refuse to budge on the fact that you will make this relationship successful. And it could be one that you're already in, like I said, or it could be one that, like, you know, someone that you just like and that you've been wanting. Like, there's been this sense of, like, you being very stuck and fixated and refusing to change your views or your mind about you will make this work no matter what. Okay? However, when I pulled this card, which is the wedding card, on the bottom of the deck was, oh my gosh, what was it? It wasn't pay attention to the red flags, but it was something like, where is it? I'm looking through the deck right now. But it was something like not awesome. And then, maybe it was pay attention to the red flags. Then when I pulled the center spread, which says soulmate and flirt, on the bottom of the deck was deception. And over here, we have the magician card underneath the energy that I'm talking about, that of the, you know, this will work and I'm going to make it work and it's going to be right because the love is there and I've built something here and this is what it's going to be and I have the power to make it whatever I want. I think this magician Taurus is you as well as your partner. It could be the both of you are embodying the magician energy, or vice versa. Like one of you will be able to apply this scenario and relate to the magician, because the magician is very capable and can you know, do magic. He can create whatever reality he wants to create. However, with these cards, right? Four of Pentacles and Six of Wands, like needing to assure that things move forward. Being stuck on having that victory and being seen. There's another idea here of being seen. Maybe you wanting to have your relationship on display, or feeling like you need to make it so that people can see the commitment that you've gained. But this magician right here, honestly, is giving me like anxiety in my chest. Like I'm feeling a little bit like either I said like you Taurus or somebody else, the person you're with or trying to get with, is somehow using manipulation to make it seem like either A, this relationship is going to work, B, you're manipulating the situation to make it work, or there's just something that is not quite out in the open. And these cards add up to 11. This is definitely an energy of two people. So even if you're single, this could be like anybody that you, even if the person you're interested in doesn't seem interested in you, or like whatever, is just a crush, like that still applies. That still applies. And it would probably be your energy, you know, fixated on being victorious. But this person could also be making it seem like they don't know what's going on. Abracadabra ass, you know what I mean? But they know what's good, and they're actually using the fact that you are putting that energy towards them for them in their own personal gain. You know, like, do you guys know the term gaslighting? Like, shout out to the peace dealer of Mystic Illumination, because I know he didn't fucking invent that term, but he be using it a lot, and I think he has been talking about that in Projection Wars for months, and that shit is very, very real. I got a reading with him too, and if you're into astrology, I know I offer like astrology insights, but I'm talking about if you want a full chart reading with somebody that's like, especially for those of you under 40, I would say he's definitely the one. Anyways, that was a plug. Shameless plug. But yeah, I have this super heavy energy in this present soulmate flirt, Two of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and rooting it is the Emperor. And the Emperor is so rigid. You know, the Emperor just does things because that's the rules. And the Emperor's side-eyeing this energy. The Six of Wands is marching forward, but the Four of Pentacles and the Magician are right here stuck in the past, like dead in the past. When it comes to center energy, King of Pentacles, you, right, is looking forward. So is the Two of Pentacles. And Two of Swords is blind. But overall, right, the Emperor, the motivation for this energy, what is fueling this energy, is side-eyeing the past as if it has a vendetta. Or if it's thriving off of it or living off of it. I think that even if you are in a relationship that you've been contemplating your options. Because behind the Emperor, by the way, was the Hierophant again. So, I feel this energy of like flirting with the idea that the person that you're with is not your soulmate. And you have to decide, or you have to decide if they are your soulmate, like both. But there's something here about what's motivating this thought process and what's motivating this need to recalibrate and reassess what you do and don't have in your life is being fueled by your connection and need for things to be very solid and predictable and just like making sense. Like, oh, we've been together for 5 years, so of course we need to get married now, type of thing. Like, why? Oh, because when you're engaged for that long, then you get married. Like that type of logic. That's what I'm feeling. Is what is fueling you to finally have these back and forth conversations with yourself. Of course, there's a potential that, you know, you are with somebody and you've been flirting with someone because maybe you think they're your soulmate and you're like, it's making you second guess like whether the person that you're with or have been with for a long time is even divinely destined for you. If they can give you this Emperor energy, like can they give you this level of stability? Can they give you this level of commitment? Are you trying to juggle both and you don't want to have to choose? 2, 4, 8. It adds up to an 8. You know, what is it? Because in the future we have free yourself. In the future we have free yourself. So it's time to take back control of your life, Taurus. So that means that, you know, if you don't make a decision with this 2 of Swords, you know, interesting. A decision is typically made for you if you wait too long. So underneath free yourself came up the Knight of Wands and the Hanged Man. So there's a very good chance. Oh, look. Wow. The Lovers, Justice again, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So there's a very good chance, Taurus, that either you are going to receive insight or someone is going to deliver you insight real quick. Like just, this could be, you know, like a tweet that you read, you know, that's not from someone you know, or, you know, well, tweets would be more air energy, but something that's passionate, something that's spiritual, right? Something that really resonates with you and it hits you, it comes in hot. Like as soon as you hear it, you're like, oh my God, you know? And I think it's going to motivate you to free yourself. Or at the very least, Hanged Man, take a step back in needing to look at things from a different perspective. That is for sure. I don't think you're going to move on quite yet. But you're finally going to get that message that makes you have to change your perspective. And again, the Hanged Man's a major arcana, so major arcana energy cannot be avoided. Like it's necessary. This message is going to come in because that's what you need to know right now, okay? You need to know it's something that is going to allow you to free yourself from, I think, this stalemate and this juggling energy that you've had. I was looking to get overall energy to go with the card is safe for you to love, open your heart to give and receive. Interesting, I got the Knight of Cups, the Star, and the Queen of Wands. So I think, Taurus, Spirit is saying you don't have to settle. And if you're always taking what's in front of you, are you really watching the signs or are you just comfortable in what you know? Because this is saying like overall, it's safe for you to love and you need to understand that like being open, right? Freeing yourself from this confliction or freeing yourself from fear, freeing yourself from whatever truth that you're withholding. So I'm feeling like you're withholding a truth a little bit, Taurus. Not like one to hurt, like you don't want to hurt people, so that's why you're holding it in, but and you might be, you know, hiding it from yourself. 2 of Swords, you're blindfolded. you know? But you will be illuminated soon, and it's because you're going to have the opportunity to reinstate faith. Reinstate faith in your heart, in your most divine, like, idealistic relationship. Potentially with the Queen of Wands. I mean, there's an Aries energy here too, so definitely could be Leo. I almost said Virgo. So maybe Virgo too. Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But I think more than anything, Taurus, Spirit is saying, like, your dream of being the Queen of Wands, your dream of being capable, your dream of being creative and just not caring and being very independent can be actualized, but you first need to be open to giving and receiving. So basically, you can't receive your divine gift, your divine dream come true if you are scared and therefore keep yourself in boxes of some sort. Maybe I'm feeling a little bit like for some of you, it's the concept that your relationship in and of itself is somehow blocking your spiritual path. And that's not to say that you need to leave that person. It's just to say that, you know, just because somebody's our soulmate doesn't mean they're forever either. I mean, I've met plenty of people that I know I have, like, I can recollect almost damn near all of our past life history, and they've crushed me. Like, I've been, like, totally heartbroken by them, or, like, I broke their heart, you know, this lifetime, and whatever, like, and they're all soulmates. You know, I've even had, you know, soulmates can be same sex too, so, like, just because you're cool with what routine you have, and you don't want to upset the other person, don't be afraid to ask yourself these questions, like, am I happy? Is this what I really want? Am I getting all my needs met? Is my life balanced? Am I ignoring parts of myself that are unfulfilled? Have I looked at this relationship and my motivations for this relationship from every single angle? Am I living my dream? Do I have faith that I can be whatever I want to be? I can be independent while also being, you know, in a partnership. Because we have the Four of Swords here, so we also need to take a step back and just kind of reflect. You know, there's a need here to reflect. These are answers that nobody but you can come up with. Got some affirmations for y'all. This is probably going to be a long video, but I guess you guys deserve it. Today, no person, place, or thing can irritate or annoy me. I choose to be at peace. Whew. Sometimes you need that. I am neither too little nor too much, and I do not have to prove myself to anyone. Yes, this is the energy I was feeling. I see the world through eyes of love and acceptance. All is well in my world. I am loved and accepted exactly as I am right here and right now. So, Taurus, it's pretty clear to me that I think the battle that's going on and the truth that needs to be revealed, like the truth in this message that makes you see things differently, may come through another person. I don't even think it's your partner. I think it's more of like a friend or just even a stranger, a coworker, or just somebody else. But it's all because it's making you question whether or not you have faith in your wildest dreams in relationship to romance and marriage and commitment and children and all those kind of things. I think that you're starting to question your commitments to your own beliefs and the things that you've built up, and you're going to get a message that's going to free you from your current frame of mind and give you the opportunity to replenish and restore the faith that you had in either this Queen of Wands as a person or yourself and your ability to be creative and independent and flourish and not just be labeled as so-and-so's wife or so-and-so's girl or so-and-so's mom. I'm feeling like that too. I'm feeling like this is something with identity. And you having had identified yourself through relationship for a long time, and now you're trying to find your identity separate from there. Taurus, thank you so much for your patience. And I think that this message truly, was on time. So I look forward to your comments very much so. And you won't be last next month. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.